Hello and good evening. Oh, I'm a little bit close, I think. There we go. And how are you? It is Tuesday in the Sew with Trisha group, and it's Technique Tuesday. Nearly forgot what we were going to talk about. Oh, what a mess. Whoops, let's go there. Oh, that's even more of a mess. You can see a little bit of the fabric that I've been using today. So, I need to find it on my phone because, as per usual, here we go. I'm here. So, hello Vanessa and Judith. Vanessa's watching your long arm. Oh, you're loading it. Wow. Fabulous. Hello Catherine. Hello Jill and John. Hello Janet, Alison, Marilyn and Josie. So, I wonder, what do you have all been doing today? The weather, I always start with the weather, don't I? The sun is shining, but it's not warm. It's definitely autumn. Hello Liz, hello Janet, hello Sue, hello Christine. Yeah, definitely autumn. There's a chill in the air in the morning, but it's rather pleasant, you know, rather than that searing heat that we have had for a few days at a time. Hello Tony, hello Jack, hello Gita, hello Bev, hello Carol. So, yes, I have. Evening Patricia, I have. Oh, since the weekend. Hello Kathleen, hello Sandra. I've been without a printer, and boy, it was as bad as having a sewing machine that doesn't work. It really was. Hello Karen, yes it is Tuesday. Oh lovely Vanessa. I think Yvonne had made one too. If it was the triangular one, I keep thinking I must get that and give it a go. Should be lovely. Hello Marilyn, fantastic. I'm glad you're in. So this is the only one on a Tuesday that I do in this group. The rest of the ones I do on the page, So Totally Trisha. So fantastic that you've got here quickly. Hello Leslie. Yeah, what is happening to the weather? But I don't mind it. I don't mind. I can always put a cardigan or a sweatshirt on if I'm feeling cool. But I get to a stage when it's hot, I can't take anything else off. Otherwise, well, the neighbours, Martin, they'd all faint, I know. Oh, hello Joanne, hello Elaine. Oh, Heather's watching. Yeah, well, yeah, we had a downpour this morning, Judith. Hello Karen, hello Joanna, Marilyn, Caroline, Kirsten. Lovely. What a lovely group you all are. All of us watching the same thing together. Which reminds me, hello Sharon, hello Linda. I came across, well, it started off. No, let's go back to the printer. My printer didn't work, and that was purely because changed my broadband, or I had a new router. Ah, yes, he has. I'll talk to you about that in a minute, Maria. Changed the router, and I'd had it for a few days, and I thought, really need to put the new router in. So I did that, and it worked, and then I had to change all the passwords for the Wi-Fi on 2 phones, 2 iPads, PS4 for the boys, and the computer. Everything was fine, except... Hi Christine. Except the printer was not recognised. So being a Saturday morning, couldn't get in touch with the company. So first thing Monday morning I did. Tried to work through on by remote access, and the chap didn't know what he was talking about. Didn't happen. Customer service 0. So I'll try to get somebody out to you today, but if not, it'll be tomorrow morning. And for the privilege of that, we're going to charge you £100 an hour. No, I thought. So I sent an email straight back saying, I'm very disappointed that you're thinking of charging me when I have a service contract totally inclusive. So with that, obviously they didn't come in the afternoon, so I thought it's going to be the morning. Hello Tracy, hello Diane. Oh, jolly good Sharon. It is lovely, it is lovely. So first thing this morning I thought, right, I haven't got any contact from him, so I sent an email saying, could you let me know when somebody is going to arrive this morning to fix my printer? Nothing. So I thought, do you know what? I pay for a service, so I'm going to bug him. So I rang and asked him if he'd got my email, to which he went, I don't know. I'll pass you to my colleague. Well, fortunately, my colleague was wonderful. He knew what he was talking about, and he could fit me in first thing before going to another client in the same area. So he came out and he fixed it. Oh my goodness, I felt so much better. So I do now have a printer, but that's delayed me doing the bags because I needed to print obviously the instructions off. So that is done. So yes, I'm feeling a lot better now that I can print. So Bridget's been playing with your embroidery machine again today. Your brain hurts. Oh, it is nice to have the time. Now, saying that, I'm going to change the subject again. I know Benina have got a brand new machine coming out that's sewing and embroidery for about £12,000. But Brother are bringing out a new sewing embroidery machine called an Avenir, and it happened to come up on Facebook. So I clicked on the video. Look, and then I thought, right, we need to see how much this is going to be. Nowhere can I see the price. £500 deposit, refundable. I think they just want to know how many. This is Wood Seats. They've got a £500 deposit, basically, so they know how many to order in. But it looks rather lovely, and I think the largest frame was 12 inches by 18. Oh my word! So I'm not looking to get one, but I would like to see one. Always floats my boat when I see new sewing machines coming out. So that was quite exciting. Rosemary's been sewing for many years but never heard of this technique. Yes, Broderie Perse. French words. Broderie being embroidery. Perse being Persian, because that's where it originated. And I haven't actually made anything up because I've been doing other things. I'm getting myself well in advance. I've even got next week's mini quilt practically done. I have got Thursday's demo done. I also had another little play with some vinyl, as in clear vinyl, glitter vinyl. So, you know, I'm feeling quite, and I've got the instructions on its way. So, yeah. So I thought if I did one, I've got to do a bit more cutting. So I'm going to show you that in just a moment. So yes, printers can be a total pain. Should have been so simple. In up comes put your new password for the internet, but no, it didn't. He found it, but there's no way I would have ever been able to go through all the sites or the windows on the printer, let alone the computer either. So no. Oh, thank you, Heather. Well, this, you know, it really bugs me when I think there's so many things where I think if I did things like that, I'd be slated, but people get away with it. Anyhow, Vince saved the day, so thank you, Vince. Hello, Jane. Happy Tuesday. Hello, Vanessa. And you all. Are we being a bit American, Vanessa? Yeah, well, most people do it by email these days, but they can hide behind an email, can't they? So I thought, yeah, I didn't want to bug him too much that he thought, oh, this woman, she can wait. Because I needed it. 3.5 days without a printer is not good. But we are back on form now, thank goodness. Hello, Marion. Hello, Raina. Catherine saw that as well. Oh, the Avenir, yes. Such a lot of heart. I know. I imagine it will be 10,000 plus. I bet it will probably be perhaps a little bit less than the Benina one, which I can't think what number that's going to be, but it does sound good. Hi, Barbara. Sue thinks it sounds good. Oh, Trisha saw it as well. We all look for the same things, don't we? I know. Hello, Trisha. Rainy, sunny and windy. Actually, that's what it's been, just like here today. We had rain, we've now got sun, and it is windy. So, you know, we're all having a share of it, aren't we? Hello, Wendy. Hello, Yvonne. Hello, June. Oh, that's good, Karen. Being without your sewing machine, as I say, is like losing an arm or a leg. And that is why I still go by my virtue of you need more than one sewing machine. How could you possibly be without one? It's just, oh, when you haven't got something to use, you want it even more, don't you? Oh, Patricia, we are due a sew along. I said September would be the next one, alternate months. So I must admit, it keeps going through my mind, what shall I do for the sew along? It may be that I do that little bag that I showed that had got zipped. I can see it in front of me actually. So I will see. It's just that I know that particular one will take longer than a sort of 3-hour session. So it just depends how I can work out to do it. I've got another one in mind, which only come to me today, which I haven't designed yet, but it's in my mind. And I think I know what I'll actually do with that. So yes, watch this space. I've also got in mind that I wanted to do Christmas in July for 5 days. Obviously July's been and gone. I then thought, well, we'll do Christmas in August. And here we are, what are we, the 20th, the 20th. We've got 11 days left. So to plan that doesn't give me much time. So we shall see. We might do Christmas in September. However, I'll give you a sneaky peek of next week's mini quilt, next Tuesday, because I've used Christmas fabrics for that, because I made one and I thought I loved the fabrics, but I wasn't pleased with the contrast of where I put fabrics. So I thought I will do another one, and I will use Christmas fabrics, and I'm rather pleased with this one, and I hope you like it too. Hello, Heather. Hello, Angela. Hello, Jill. Just got in. Yeah, Bridget, I think you're right. I think that machine will be the cost of a car. Hello, Pollyann. Oh, young Trisha. We do like that. Haven't heard it for a little while, Pollyann, so I'm glad you're here today. How the devil am I? Well, I am not too bad at all. So going on from that, fortunately, I managed to avoid the dreaded COVID. Martin tested negative on Sunday morning, so all systems go, bingo. Really, really good. It was about 3 weeks almost from not realising he got it to having it and to being negative again. So he is back to normal. Still has a cough, but I don't think the cough will ever go, because I think once you've had it, I'm more pleased that he's feeling a lot better, and extremely pleased that I avoided it completely. I must say it was like passing ships in the night, because I didn't go anywhere near to him. Martin sat in the same place. He didn't isolate away from me, so I had to avoid him at all costs. I washed my hands all the time. I anti-backed every morning, door handles, everything, but it worked. So I'm more than happy about that. Yeah, so he's fine. So thank you for asking. You saw the Bonina machine demonstration at Festival of Quilts, Liz. Oh, I bet it was lovely. I bet it was. And Christmas fabrics sound good. Yep. Hello, Mary. Oh, voice activated. Yes. Oh, I didn't see what Pippa said. Oh, hello, Pippa. You can watch a small picture and a comment. Although my laptop has frozen for a moment, watch the larger picture but not comment. Oh, well, I can see your comment now. Technology is fab, except when it doesn't work. So also going on from there, I put a little thing up. I came across Chat GPT probably 2 or 3 weeks ago and downloaded an app for free. You can pay. I mean, if I was going to use it all the time, then I probably would pay whatever the sub is or the monthly fee. But I thought, I'm not going to. So Chat GPT is artificial intelligence. It's AI. Now, you know, on the AI sounds fabulous and should be, but it is being used in wrong ways. It is being used to create people and voices that aren't actually those people. It can be used for in exams, for answering a question and getting it perfectly right. So that's just a few of the things, a couple of the things, but it can be used for all the wrong reasons. So, but ChatGPT, if you put a statement in there, tell me about such and such, it will spout all this wording to save you thinking of all the words you want to write down. And I think most of the time you can look at posts on Facebook, and when you read it, if you think that person doesn't normally speak like that or say those words, it's not rude or derogatory or harsh words, but it's just words that you think, that doesn't sound like Trisha. Now, I wouldn't have written all those words because I just wouldn't. It wouldn't have sprung to my mind to write anything like that. But it was when it actually pulled up, because what did I put in there? Tell me about So Totally Trisha on Facebook, because it did tell me when I first started, I can't access personal information. And I thought, really? I'm sure you could. Anyhow, it did access things because it found that one day special on the craft store from about 2 years ago with the Tenchi tool. And I thought, oh my Lord, I watched a little bit of it, but I couldn't watch it all. That's why I put it up there for you to have a look. But that's what artificial intelligence is. And as one girl put that I know, Ruth, she put how she uses it for her business all the time. Well, I don't. I do it just for fun. I did that little bit firstly where I put what is sewing, and it was a load of wording which was pretty good and accurate, but it wasn't the words which I would have used myself. But it's a bit of fun. Yes, you've got both going. Hi Sandra, hello Wendy, hope you're well too. Hello Sonia, hello Pat. Oops, lost that. Oh, Elaine watched it as well. And Raina, oh you did. Hello Hayes, no you haven't been on for a while. Hope you're well and nice to see you too. Yeah, so I think that was all the things I was going to say. Let me put this here, because there's quite a few bits and pieces that sprung to mind. So let me show you. Now I did this a little while ago. There's my scissors. When, you know, when I do things, I was going to say, because I did see a comment that said, oh, is this what you did so many years ago or whatever? Unfortunately, I mean, I would love to come up with brand new, spanking new things every time I do a live, but it is really hard work to keep thinking of something new, and I do. I bet 95% of the time it's something that I haven't done before, but the way I look at it, and people have actually said to me, can't you bring back such and such, and because you did that so many years ago. And I thought, do you know what? Yes, I will. So there are people that are in this group or have only started watching me, perhaps in the last couple of years, who haven't seen any of the things that I did 5, 6, 7 years ago, or during lockdown. They may not have known about me in lockdown when I did demos every single day. So yes, there will be. And one of the things, storage pods. And I don't think, I have seen other companies doing the exact same storage pods that I did, but I do believe, because I watch when they're doing them, and I thought, I wonder if they do the special thing that I do, just to put them a notch above, and they don't. They do them the original way, what seems a straightforward way, but I do it a little bit different to make it even neater. So we will be doing that. And also, whoops, oh, you can't see that very well. So I'm doing faux pineapple, and I thought I'd make it into a hot pad. So, and I've got some lovely, I don't know, can you see the thickness? I've got some lovely wadding, which is actually heat-proof wadding, which is nice and thick. And I've had it for ages, and I've got 2 or 3, well, probably 90 metres of the stuff, and never used it. And I thought I need to make some things to show how you can use it. I'm thinking of oven gloves, because they'd be fantastic for that. I'm thinking bag making as well, to give more body and a bit of, because there's a nice, I don't know if you can see, no you probably can't, there's a good bit of undulation with the quilting on there, but we should be doing that. Here, I'll give you a little corner, so I won't show you the Christmassy one, but I'll just show you a tiny little bit. There we are, a tiny little bit of what's going to be our mini quilt. So the mini quilt is going to be about 20 inches square. It isn't using the tiniest of pieces. It is very, very doable, and I think you will like it. And as I say, because I've done it in Christmas fabrics as well, I love those fabrics, but as I say, the contrast in the areas, I wanted it to be more. And I've actually managed to achieve that in the Christmas one. So, let's see. Ah, yes. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, new members love to see these ideas. You know, yeah, that was what I thought. It was just, as I say, when I read the comment, I thought, they're thinking I don't. But do you know what? When I compare myself with other businesses that do similar things to me, I think, I was going to say there's one in particular, there's two in particular, who do the same thing time and time and time again. And, you know, I think if you look back even over the bags, the bags that I've done in this group since January 23, so there have been 12, 18, there'll be 19, 18, 19, 20. And they are all absolutely different. And they are all ones that I didn't even do on the TV or anything like that. So 20 new bag designs, and all, really all different. So there won't come up, I was going to say there must come a point when there are no more designs to do, but I'll always come up with something. Catherine hasn't seen my earlier work. Yeah, absolutely. Joy loved the storage pods. Yeah, and Joanna. Sonia, having only been a member for a short while, happy to see what's been done before. Fantastic. Barbara never minds seeing repeats. They act as a good refresher or nudge to try a technique again. Yeah. And Pollyanne's excited. Brilliant. Brilliant. That makes me feel so much better. I'm a bit oversensitive at times, aren't I must admit. Yeah, Gita, you've been with me a long time, haven't you? Yeah, mini quilts, it will be fabulous for a cushion. That's good. I have got 2 bag books. I've got bags 1 and 2, but I'm well overdue doing some more, because I think I've only gone to the letter I. I think I did A to E and then F to I, and I've got double the amount. I've gone through the alphabet twice now. Have I actually started Z? Yeah, I think I started, can't remember what I called it. I've even started next month's bag. Unbelievable. And I've also got patchwork mini quilts books 1 and 2. So there are so many books I could do, aren't there? Hayes would love to see some too. Fabulous. Hello, Margaret. You love what your offers does stretchers. Yeah, that's right. But also what I'm noticing, and I think Kathleen had put a picture of her, what do I call it, a triple pocket bag, but she had made hers with 5 pockets, hoping it was okay. Do you know what? It's absolutely fine. And it makes me feel so happy and satisfied that what you've learned from all the things I show you, you've actually got the confidence to not only make the bag as it is, but stretch it to being your own. You've added something and changed it slightly to make it totally, well, it wasn't totally different, but it was different. So the fact that you can do that rather than just follow a pattern and that's it, you wouldn't know what else to do. You can. Your technique base has just grown so much. And it's amazing, absolutely amazing. I feel very proud of every single one of you. Yeah, you're right, Pat, and you do forget about things. Oh, God, I've been waffling, haven't I? Raina says, yes, please. You haven't long found me. Yeah, absolutely fine. Oh, and there's Margaret. Everyone's a winner, says Janet. Thank you. Yes, Barbara. I totally agree. Hello, Elizabeth. Don't worry. Oh, yeah. Could. I think people have filled folders with all those patterns as well. Evening, Margot and Jenny. You didn't find me till 2 years ago. She'd love to see them. Oh, thank you, Jeeta. Sonia did buy some mini quilts when I was on Create and Craft, but a demonstration to revisit would have made the process better. Yeah, you wouldn't show them to anyone. Oh, okay. And Joanna started watching sometime in lockdown, can't remember, but I kept you sane. Oh, that's lovely. I love to hear that as well. Right, let me just find, let me put my, oops, let's move that there. I've actually got another sewing machine in front of me. I've had to move around. That's better. I can see I've put my phone there. Right, let's do a little bit of Broderie Perse, I should say. So I'm going to just dip down, or perhaps I'll turn it round a little bit, and down to here, I think. Whoops, I've got it on a different, because I had to move around my, oops. No, isn't that going down anymore? Nope. Okay. I've got my other stand. There we go. That might be a bit better. Let's see if I can dip that down even more. Sorry, you're going up and down a little bit. So I'm just going to get my board on here. Let's rotate that back just a little bit more. That's it. Don't need my pin cushion there. So, Broderie Perse is basically taking some fabrics that are a large open design, really. So you can see if you were making a mini patchwork quilt and you were chopping these into inch squares, 1.5, it would really destroy. Don't start coughing. It would really destroy these flowers because they're large. Also, let me see, that's a bit that I've already got. How have I put right? Oh, here we are. So if you have K facet fabrics would be absolutely perfect for this because he quite often has very large designs. And you probably think, what will I do with those? Because when I cut them up, it will take away the effect of what the design, the shape actually was. So I picked these two fabrics. As you can see, these are quite large. And I also got some of this fabric here, which has got lots of roses. Oh, we've got words on there. Lovely. Kathleen. Hello, Kathleen. Okay. There's nobody that better play. Oh, thank you, Beryl. Thank you so much. So this is another one which I thought, all those roses, we can cut those out. So it's basically, instead of having the fabric exactly as it is, we're going to cut it apart, but we've got our shapes to cut by the design they are. So I've got all those roses in different colours. So first thing we need to do is we're going to switch our little iron on. Now, let me just tip everything on the floor. Let's get my little iron. Do you know what? I love my iron. I know there was only a certain amount of you who actually had one, but they are fabulous. I haven't put water in it yet, but I'm sure it worked perfectly with steam because that's what it's made to do. So, let me just pop that there. I've actually already popped some steamer seam on the back here, but you can use Bonder web, fuser web, heat and bond, thermobond, all the fusible webs. Hello, Janet. Oh, and you love the 3-pocket bag. I know, I love that too. Okay, so I've got some, I'm just going to move these over here, that are already cut out so that I can put one together for you. So here is a piece of my steamer seam. And the thing I like about steamer seam is that once I have popped it onto fabric, and then I peel the other side off. Oh, actually, I'm not going to use that, am I? I'm going to make myself a vase, so I'm going to do that first of all. Yeah, once I have peeled it off, let's show you how it works. You can actually stick it down onto your base fabric. Right, let's get, so I thought I want a fabric for a vase. So I went and had a look to see what I'd got. And this is what I had. Okay, so I'll just press that nicely. But the first thing we need to do is, and I will pop this, I have got a little template for you if you would like one, of a vase that I have here. It is Evening Sue, Evening Margaret. There we go. Let's just pull that over there. So it's got paper on both sides, but I tend to, hello Patricia, don't worry. I tend to draw on the side that is gridded. So I'm just going to pop that on top of my paper there. Let's see, perhaps we'll go down a little bit more. There we are. Oh, that's perhaps better now. So I put that down onto my drawing, and I'm just going to whiz around the shape here. So I'm just using a pencil, just as if you were tracing anything at all. And I'm just going roughly around here. Whoops, that wasn't a very good shape. And up to there. Let's see if we can get that roughly. Okay, so I have just drawn my vase shape. It could be any shape at all. It could be a tumbler if you wanted it to be. Absolutely fine. Now, don't usually use my fabric scissors for paper, but for this little bit, it's fine. So this is what I would do with whatever fabric I'm going to use. So I've got my fabric here. I'm now going to peel off one layer. Okay. Oh, it would peel off that wrong. I don't want it to peel off there. I want my design to still be on the gridded side. So let's see. That's it. So peel off the liner sheet. I've still got the drawing on the back here. Now that is tacky, and I'm going to place that down onto my fabric, on the reverse of my fabric, and that is just temporary now. So I am going to use the iron, and I'm just going to iron that on. It will take this steamer seam. You can actually use steam when you are bonding it to the back of your fabric, and it doesn't actually dissolve if you've got it on for too long. So I haven't got steam in here, but it likes steam just as much as it likes the heat. So once I've done that, what you should do, I'm just going to cut that fabric away, is allow that to cool. Okay, so we'll just waft that about and throw it on the floor, which is what I do so frequently. But perhaps going on the floor, I'm just wafting that about just to, there we are, just to cool that down. That's nice and cool now. And now all I need to do is just cut on that line. So there's no need to cut the shape out before you bond it to your fabric. So all I'm doing is just cutting on the line. And also what I did when I cut the other one out, because I've got one that I've already cut and layered up. So having cut half of that, so that I get it symmetrical, I'm actually going to fold, let's see, let's just fold that to there. I'm going to fold that in half, and then I am going to go around the piece I've cut, and then hopefully, so I haven't looked at the other half of the actual drawn line, but I thought if I, having folded it in half and then cut around the piece that I've already cut, it should give me a symmetrical vase rather than, whoops, cutting through the extra bit. And keep these extra bits because you never know what you might want to. There we are. So that way my vase is a good shape. So having done that, what I could really do with is, yes, I'm going to pop it on a piece of calico. So let's just, okay, so I've already popped one on, but let's just get a piece of calico. We'll do it on the other one, but here is our fabric, our background fabric that we're going to make our design on. And now, unlike Bondaweb, which what you really need to do is scrape the back of your paper because it will fray the edges. This allows you to do this, so you can actually pull that off. And now, as you see, that is sticking to my finger. So I can now pop my shape down on there, and let me just pop it like this. So Bondaweb would just sit on the surface, and when I've done that, you can see it's wonky, and you'd think, oh my goodness, it's wonky, I need it to be straight. So I can actually pull it back up again and place it wherever I would like it to go, and then that is on there temporarily, so that, as I say, I can lift it up and replace it again, or I can take it up, replace it, or have it in exactly the place I want it to be. And then I'm just going to press again, like so, and that's going to actually firmly set my vase. Okay, so let's do that for sort of 10 to 15 seconds, and then that will be absolutely fine. And we can set that aside, ready for when we pop our whatever flowers or whatever shapes we're going to do. So as you can see, I've already popped some of the, there we are. So I've already popped my steamer seam on the back here. So I've got some flowers. Now all we need to do here is cut these flowers out. So I don't intend cutting all of these because, as I say, I've got some cut out. But I'm just going around. I don't want to waste any. But let's just cut on the black areas like so. And I'll just show you, for those of you who are paper crafters, you will know exactly what I'm doing. So I'm just cutting that so that I haven't ruined any of those other flowers there. But I have got some, I'm just going to iron that again just so it's nice and flat for me to, there we go, that's it. So if you're used to doing decoupage in paper crafting, this is what you do. So you either get yourself a small pair of scissors, or if you've got large scissors, what you do, is open your scissors up and you move the fabric into the blade. So you can see how, that's it, I've got that off. So let's start again here. So I've opened my blade up and I am moving the fabric into, we'll chop that little bit off, I don't fancy that bit. So I'm moving it into the blade, and then I'm only opening them up once instead of backwards and forwards. Well, we'll have that little bit there, and then we'll just go around here. Now it doesn't matter, I'm just taking all the black away, but there I have me, whoops, a little rose. So let's do this, we'll just do this one here. So again, into, there we are, into the blade, and I'm not clipping my blade backwards and forwards, so I'm almost shut. Those blades are almost shut now. So I'll open it up, and then I'm moving the fabric, which feels like paper because it's got the Bondawed fuse to it, and I'm just closing the blade slowly, but you can see how far I have got around here with one cut. There we go. And just go into there, move it around. That bit hasn't got. And then I have got a nice smooth edge rather than, let's pop it there, nice smooth edge rather than lots of little snips, which would give an edge which was not so smooth and fluid. Okay, so we've got those there. So, as I say, I wasn't going to, I've got lots of flowers that I've already cut out. So that particular fabric I thought was really good with all the different colours. And having got those, what we're going to do now is actually take the back off. So I might, in fact, do it on this one because I've got another. Let's just pop those over here. So the other fabric, now I've already popped one. This is bigger, so this might be easier to actually demonstrate with. So I've already bonded my vase onto the base here. And this is the other fabric I had. You know, this one I showed you here. And I've cut my flowers out. Now, what about this? It's got lots of leaves on there, which is really, really nice. And then there were some smaller flowers in between. You can see those ones there on the back of the... So I thought I would cut ones out like that. And we'll pop those ones just there. And then I've just got flowers with leaves on. So if you wanted, you could cut away those leaves and pop those on afterwards. I don't think I've cut any other leaves out. But, and do you know, I might even do that. So let's just take this one off of here. Because what we can do, so let's just go around there, just round that off. Doesn't matter what the edge of the leaf is like, because we can tuck that under wherever we want to have a leafy bit sticking out. So there's that one there. Just clip that off, and then we'll just clip around this one here. So you can see I'm just moving the fabric into the scissors. Right, we'll stop at that for a minute. Now, this is the thing with being replaceable, removable. I can pop this. I might pop that one in the centre there. And then this one here, let's have a look. This one's got some leaves on already, which is good. So we will take that off. And I might, let's just see, place that one down there. So it's going over the bit of the, it might not look exactly how I want it to begin with, but we can just pop those like that. And what we're going to have in the end is something which looks nothing like the fabric. So I'm just going to pop that one, we'll pop that one next to it. We can have a little bit of fabric showing underneath, that's not a problem. So I'm just taking one of these leaves because I thought actually, and then we can lift that up and pop our leaf underneath like there. So it's going where I want it to go. Now I think I'm going to cut that leaf off of there. So this is all make it up as you go along. Nothing is set in stone. And you make it however you want to make it. So again, we can just pull that, just pull the, I've got a couple of nails. Pull that back. And then we can pop, I want to pop that one just there. And then I'm thinking, well, I want some leaves now. So let us pop, let's have a leaf just up here. So I'm going to lift that up just a little bit so that a leaf can go underneath like that. And you can see how that's working. I'm just popping those together. Now, I probably, I don't know if that one's a little bit too big there. What I'm going to do, usually it's good to have the amount of flowers in an odd number, but I think I'm going to pop another leaf under here because I just want to balance it up. So we can, as I say, let's say we can have that just, so I'm just going to pull that bit up and let's just pop that, whoops, stick into my finger, just pop that under there. And you see, as you can see again, they're all being held in place. I just feel it needs something else. So let's just have a look. I've got a little bit here. I mean, you could think, let's put a couple of those little flowers, but I don't know. I don't really want those. So I've got a half one here. So let's just cut around this one here. So this is where I'd cut the fabric. You will have some that are in halves. Just going around there. And I'll just cut around this bit here. So because we can tuck this underneath one of the other flower heads. So let's just go around there, take that little bit of green out of there and here. Don't want that bit, that's a little bit of, now let's just see. I might, let's just move that around there and just around there. So as you see, I'm just, oh, I might put it that way up. So I could have that going under there and under that leaf, I think. So let's just pop this off here. It is, yeah, it's very therapeutic. And as I say, you can take them off and put them back on again. So let's see, that leaf, I want that leaf to come over the top. So let's just pop that little flower there. I want it to overlap that one. And I know that's upside down, but let's just lift that up a little bit more. So we've got a leaf coming in there. And I might have a little leaf just here, actually. So let's, there we are. I must have, oh yes, there's a leaf here. So, you know, just have a sort through your fabrics and see what is going to be ideal for what you're wanting. You can, if you like, say die cut or cut some stems, you know, whatever you fancy. Let's just move that a little bit off there. I can see there. But I think if you use the fabric completely, you know it's going to work because the designer, that's it, let's pop that one just, I'm going to lift that up and pop that there. And it's looking okay. I think probably I need another little one up here. So again, it's all trial and error. Now, I've got a little bit here. I'm not going to cut into that petal because that may come in for something else. So let's just see. So there is our little leaf piece. So let's just cut around and I'm just wiggly. So just wiggle to give you, it's actually the design of the leaf that's going to give you that edge, even without doing it. You could just cut it straight and it would still look as though it wiggles. Okay, so there is a little bit there, and I think I'm just going to pop that one at the top there. Oh, that is better, I think. So if I want to take any of those off, I might just reposition this one a little bit more, bring that down a bit so that that overlaps there and comes away from the side. But, you know, that is what we have got from that piece of fabric. So how different does that look? So from here, so I'm happy with how those pieces are arranged now. And I've still got plenty. So never throw this all away. Pop this into a little case. I'll show you the case. Here we are. Here's a little case I made yesterday, I think. So just with glitter vinyl. Whoops, there it is. I can put my bits in there. That wasn't the idea, but I put all my bits in there. I can see them. I'll show you how to make one of these as well. I can put all my other ones. There we are. We'll put all those in. Now I know exactly where they are. I can see them. So there, that's my container for my Broderie purse. That was just an impromptu thing. But I thought, what a great idea. I knew when I was making it. No, it wouldn't. Yeah. So, they're all in the places that I want them to be. So now I'm going to put my iron down onto it. Okay. There is my iron. I'm just pressing that in place. And if you were going to frame this, which, you know, it might be a really good way, if you're not an artist, and get your paintbrushes out, it is really quite nice to just frame that up and you've got yourself a masterpiece. And just frame that. You could put fabric around the outsides if you wanted to. What I was going to do now is I've got myself a bit of wadding and just going to put my iron out of the way and put that around there. What we can do is actually free motion quilt it. So I'm going to pop that onto some wadding. I could put a little bit of spray adhesive, which I probably will, just to hold that nicely in place. We'll chop it afterwards because I've got a fold there, which I would prop. This is just a scrappy piece at the top, but I'm spraying onto the wadding. Do you know, I saw somebody spray onto the fabric the other day as well, but I think no, spray onto our wadding always, not the fabric, and then we can free motion. So shall we do a little bit of free motion? So I do need to take off my another leaf. I mustn't throw that away. I'll take off my walking foot because I was doing a little bit of quilting. And we'll put the free motion foot on. Right, so let's take that off and just step around here. So free motion foot, let's just see, 1, 2, let's go with that one. Right, free motion foot here. This is for the Dukey one, but a lot of them are like this. They've got a little round circle. It's got a spring in there to make it hop. And I'm just going to pop that. Let's just put the screw back in. And then that just wraps around the shank there. And then we will, that's it, just tighten that up. So the first thing I need to do is drop my feed dogs, which, let me see, whoops, right, feed dogs, can you see there? Down. Okay, so feed dogs are down. I haven't actually changed any settings. Some people change their stitch length to 0, but to be honest, it makes no difference at all because the length of your stitch depends on how you, oops, let's take that back just a little bit, on how quickly you move your fabric under the foot, under the needle. So I'm just going to pop that under there, and then I'm going to move this around Make a nice Santa. Yeah, it would, wouldn't it? Oh yes, Sandra, you've got some steamer seam. It is really, really good. All of a sudden you can comment. Yeah. Could frame it and put it on the wall. I could, couldn't I? So I'm just going to do, you know, you don't have to do your free motion. And you can do, I am going to, let's start at the top here. Okay, and I'll just go around this leaf. So I'm doing just, as I say, free motion around the edge. And I'm not wonderful. I've done some already today. And I thought, do you know what, Trisha, that wasn't very good at all. So I've gone around the leaf. And I'm just going around the edge of the rose. Can't see where I'm going now because they're overlapping. There we go. It's hard to see the edge of the roses here, but you can do it just wherever you like. So and I'm not pressing down, I'm just moving that underneath, keeping the, there we go. So I'm going to go back. So you can move your fabric, you don't have to go sideways. Whoops, that's it. Right, decided to bunch up a little bit there. So I'm going around this leaf again. Actually, I'll go around that twice because, oh yeah, because I missed some of it. So I'll come back here, then I'm going around the edge of this flower. So if you were going to pop this on a bag, you would probably want to. So let's just move that around. I prefer coming towards me. And I'm going around this a second time because I like to. Oh look, there's a leaf. Go around the edge of the leaf. I'm just moving that a bit in that edge as well. Here. Right, so that I can see where I'm going now. I'm just going to go around the edge of the flower again. Oops. No, my thread has broken. Let's see, where are we? Oops, there it is. Oh, that's quite typical, isn't it? So, down there. Let's just rethread. I thought it sounded different. Right, down, round, whoops. No, not. Around the back of the needle. I don't want to go around the back of the needle. There we go. So bring that down, around, under there, and threaded. There you are, Bridget. You're very proud of me, aren't you? Using my needle threader. I like to pop it through the foot so that I can pull the thread to the back. Right, also I've got a big bit in there. Let's just trim that. I must have jumped from one bit to the other. Okay, so let's carry on here. So, start going round this a second time now. Something there. So I've just come across now another flower. So I'll go around this flower here. So this is very folky. I'm not going the exact distance from the edge all the way around. It just depends where I go. And I'm going to go down to that petal there because you've got some veins in that. So I'll go around here again the second time. And as I come around here, I'm going to go around the leaf. And we might even do this twice. So I'll go around that leaf. And then round this leaf, and round this leaf, and I'll go back again, around, so it's not in right, that's it, maybe it's in there, and back around this leaf here, back around this one, so I've gone twice around there, and then I'll carry on doing the second time around my rows here. I'm going into the one of the veins of the leaf. There we are, around here again. And around there. I think I got to that second time as well. Oh, there's that bit of thread. So I've done, I'll just cut my thread there. Whoops. I'll try and cut my thread there. There we go. And we'll carry on with this, or I'll carry on. But you can see there, I've done some stitching. You can't see that well. I've got white thread there. And you can see a little bit of stitching around there. Oh, there's a bit of thread as well. But we've got a little bit around of the free motion stitching around there. I should do a little bit around the vase. I think perhaps I will do that just so that you can see exactly what I'm doing. So I'll start around the bottom here, and I'll just have my hands to each side, and I'll try and do this a little bit better. Going around. Whoops, there. And as I say, I do like actually bringing the thread towards me. I don't mind going around there and sideways. So I will move. So I'm coming back around again. And where I haven't gone close enough, I'm doing a second line. Right, and as I've got there, I'm now going to bring that so it's coming towards me. I feel that I've got far more control. There we go. Far more control if it is coming towards me, which that is there. Okay, so I've just cut that, and I've got some more to do, but now you can see that I've got a few threads coming there. That's all right, we can trim those off. But I've just done a little bit of free motion around the vase. There we are. So yes, I will, I'll be able to do far more. I haven't done it all around here, but it's a project in itself just to do a little bit more of the free motion. We could put something in the centre there. If we wanted to, like a little heart on the vase, would be really quite nice. But that is basically, or it is, your Broderie Perse. So you've got your own artistic license. You don't have to follow anything. You just make your placement wherever you like it to be. And you can make your picture, as I say, totally different from how it started off. So there was your fabric, just on a lime green background. And here is what we have made with that fabric. So, yeah. It's something, as I say, to try. And, see if it suits you. Have a look at the fabrics that you've got. Whoops, let's just bring that up a little bit. Have a look. Whoops, wrong way. And there we go. I'm a bit high here, aren't I? Because I'm a bit, that's better. Yeah, it's, put it in a funny position. It is another technique for you. Yeah, I will put, it's very therapeutic. I will put the picture or the shape of the vase on a PDF. I've put a little description, information about. Thank you, Joanna and Sonia and Sandra. Yeah, I'm very pleased with that. And considering, I just got some of them just cut out. How could you quilt if you're not doing free motion? You could do blanket stitch around it. You don't have to. I've got wadding behind it, but you don't have to. Oh, Sharon, thank you. And Gita. I would probably, if you're going to blanket stitch onto just the single layer of cotton, I would probably put some tearaway interfacing behind it to give it the stability of the stitch. But you could just blanket stitch or satin stitch if you wanted to. It does take longer doing satin stitch, obviously. Thank you, Leslie. And I did the free motion because basically it's quick. It doesn't have to be an exact science. As you saw, I went it, you know, twice around some of those, and around my vase. You know, it's not exactly a millimetre from the edge, but the overall effect is what you wanted it to be. It could be, can you see this gap here? I might think, oh, actually, I'd like another. I need another leaf there. I need a little flower hanging down. Anybody care to arrange your flower? You can do it. You really can, Sonia. Thank you, Raina. Even, yeah, do it by hand would be absolutely lovely. And it would take all of that therapy, that relaxation, in doing it even more. You've had the relaxation of popping your flowers in a certain position and then go around and blanket stitch, or you could just do large stitches if you wanted to, you know, just like all back stitches, absolutely entirely up to you. So that is tonight's Technique Tuesday. It is Broderie Perse and an embroidery from the Persians many, many years ago. Hope you enjoyed it. It sounds as though you did. It's another little technique to pop under your belt and to use when you come across some fabric in your stash, you will know exactly what you want to do with it. So that is the project. So thank you for joining me tonight. I shall be back on Thursday with, I think I've got the faux pineapple on Thursday. Thank you, Sue. Thank you, Jill. And I have, and thanks, Trisha. On Friday, we've got storage pods, or the other way around. But that will be on the So Totally Trisha page. And look forward to seeing you then. Thank you, Marilyn. So enjoy the rest of your evening and tomorrow. And I'll see you on Thursday. Bye for now.